Hey, you are listening. Jill Korn's was EDITH PIAF, a traitor. Exclusively only on Create Your Year Starting podcast. This is an audio drama based on true life events of famous French singer EDITH PIAF, when she was investigated by her own government for collaborating with Nazis during World War II period. So, did she really collaborate with Nazis? What was the real truth? Was EDITH PIAF a traitor? This is the part 1. Let's roll it now.
Collaboration, a podcast drama by Jill Korn. The play contains some strong language and content and is not suitable for children.
This is the BBC broadcasting from London on the 14th of June 1940. German troops marched into Paris in the early hours of this morning as French and Allied forces retreated. The enemy met no resistance as it entered the capital, which was declared an open town yesterday by the city's French military governor, General Herring. All shops and businesses in Paris have been closed and shuttered, and there are unconfirmed reports the French government has left tours.
Madame la concierge! Edith, let me in! Edith! For God's sake, Edith, let me in! They're here! Let me in, damn you! What the hell's the matter with you all?
Christ, my mum, will you shut up? Get in here.
Ow! Oh, that hurt. No need for that. Why didn't somebody open the door?
Why do you think? Madame la concierge thinks the Boche have come for her and she's hiding under the kitchen table, wetting herself.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
No, you wouldn't. Come on up. I brought back wine. Cahors. We'll have a drink.
But the Boche, they're here in Paris, marching along the Elysee. Out there, Edith, I've seen them. What the hell are we going to do?
Come up. No Boche here yet. Madame can watch for them from under the table, in her wet drawers. Come on.
What was Toulouse like? When did you come back? You didn't tell me you were coming back.
Wednesday. Had to come back. Not leaving Paris for the bloody Boche. I'm not a rat like some of them. Running away. Sod that.
Someone said they're hanging that bloody swastika thing from the Arc de Triomphe.
Bastards. Paris is ours, Simone. We'll soon see 'em off. We have to. No point in fretting. Listen, Amir sent me a new song. This is really something. Come and have a drink and you can tell me what you think. We'll drink to the defeat of those bloody Krauts.
I am her sister. So what if we don't look alike? We share a dad. We shared a few men in our time too. Those are the days. She won't share them now. I have to find my own. And that's not so friggin' easy. Not an able-bodied bloke in Paris, unless you count the Boche, and that's not an option. Well, you take what you can, don't you? That was the way in Belleville. You took what you could when you got the chance. You had to be quick in those days, and I still am. But it's Edith that's got it all. The lovers, the dressmakers, the secretaries, the pianists, the composers, and the dresses, and the money and the jewellery and all. It's only right I get a share, because I was there at the start, see? All right, monsieur, it ain't a free show. You pay more than 10 francs to hear that voice in the theatre. Oi, madame, you can spare more than that. My sister's the best you'll hear all day. Come on, messieurs, we've got to eat as well as sing. Oh, Edith, Flick coming, better move.
Now, girls, I've seen you here before, haven't I?
Nah, that wasn't us.
I think it was you two, mademoiselle. There's not another voice like that in Paris.
It's all right, we'll just go. You don't need to take us in. Come on, Simone.
Wait. This is my beat, and I can't let you sing here every day. I should take you down to the station, but I don't want to do that.
Not the bloody cop shop again. Let us off this time, please, monsieur. We won't do it again.
Thank you, officer. We'll get off now.
Look, just go across the street, stand in the corner over there, and I won't have to move you. And sing me the one about the barge, will you? It's my favourite.
I know that one.
I know you do, love. I've heard you. Here.
Oh, thank you, Monsieur Le Flic. I'll sing it just for you, shall I?
Don't push your luck, girl. And don't let me see you round here again.
I was there when the play came to listen and picked her up and let her sing in his fancy club. And I was there when the flicks arrested her because they said she'd helped to murder him. Poor old bugger. It was me put her to bed and cuddled her after they'd finished asking her questions. She couldn't get warm. I thought she'd never stop howling. And it was me did time in that bloody correctional school after they dragged me away from her. They said I was the bad influence. Me. That's right, you sleep, Sparrow. We need to find some money tomorrow, though, from somewhere. Who the hell are you? What do you want?
Simone Berteaut?
What's it to you?
That's her. The other one's Gassion.
Oh, my God. What do you want? I don't know nothing. I told you before.
Not you. Her.
Me? What have I done? I ain't done nothing. You leave me
You're
alone.
underage, girlie. You can't be running around the streets like this. You've got to come with us.
What? Who did this? Is it my mother? Stupid cow, as if she cares. No, I'm not coming with you.
You can't. What do you mean? Don't leave me, Simone.
Help me! Let go of me, you bastards! Let go! Stupid fucking
Simone,
let go!
no, don't leave me, please.
You can probably imagine what else we had to do in those Belleville days. Yeah, you've got it. Well, you have to eat, don't you? And we weren't bad to look at. And they say you go back to what you know, don't they? So it made me laugh when me and Edith ended up in 1942 living over a knocking shop. This was a fancy one in the Rue Villejuste, mind you. Edith was class by now, and everybody called her the Sparrow, La PAF. No more Mademoiselle Gassion for our Edith. And no more turning tricks to get enough to eat. We'd left our old dad and his street juggling a long way back. So, this club was called L'Étoile de Kléber. And it was run by a cow of a madam called Billy, of all things. The girls were all right, mostly. Never saw much of them during the day. But Madame Billy hated me. Said I was the evil twin to her darling Edith. She never forgave me for half-inching her alligator shoes. Only 5 pairs. She could afford it. But she would have got me out if she could. The punters were all German officers. You couldn't avoid the bastards. There to sample the delights of Paris in every possible position. And then there was Andrée.
This is the BBC, broadcasting from London on the 25th of August 1944. After 4 years of Nazi occupation, the French tricolour was hoisted once again over the streets of Paris. Last night, the French 2nd Armoured Division under General Philippe Leclerc was the first Allied force to enter the city. Colonel Rowley praised the resistance forces who fought the occupying troops and opened the way for the Allies to enter the capital. General Charles de Gaulle, leader of the Free French, made an emotional broadcast to the nation from the Hôtel de Ville. He said, "I wish simply from the bottom of my heart to say to you, Vive Paris."
I remember when they brought word. They cried. They screamed. They said they were innocent. But people called them foul names. Traitors. Sluts. Filthy whores. My God, but there was no way of stopping it. When a mob's in that mood, it's like a riot. It was terrible.
People covered them in rotten vegetables, fruit, eggs, anything they could get their hands on. horrible. And they pulled them in wooden carts with Bosch whores chalked on the front. It looked as though they were being taken to the scaffold.
Then they made them get down on their knees and they shaved their heads. It was violent. They held them down. They beat and kicked them. It was ugly, the way they did it. It was ugly.
And as their hair was cut off, the crowd cheered. They laughed and jeered and whistled. Then they left them to walk home, barefoot, broken.
I can't say I took to Andrée, really. Madame Billy liked her because she was refined in her ways. Thought she was a good influence on Edith. Taught her how to behave properly. When we were on our own with a few bottles and a man or two, we knew how to behave all right. She could be a stupid cow. Billy, I mean. Andrée Bigard was Edith's secretary. Edith called her Day, and after a while we all did. What was she like? She was pretty enough, I suppose. Smiled a lot and nothing ruffled her. Not even Edith in one of her foul tempers. She was a quiet one, was Day. Never trust that sort if you ask me. You never knew what she was thinking. She used to spend hours just tapping out letters on that damn typewriter. Clack, 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 till I thought I'd go mad. I thought she was sly, not what she seemed. I was right, you know, as it turned out. What's that called?
I don't know yet. It's not finished.
God, that was some night. I haven't seen you so drunk since you threw Paul out on the stairs.
That wasn't Paul. That was Jean-Claude. Oh, Jean-Jacques. Oh, bugger it, I don't know.
Seen one, you've seen them all, eh?
You've never really been in love, have you, Simone? Never had that passion for some man so that you can't think about anything else at all?
Probably not. Whereas you feel like that all the time. Even if you can't remember their bloody names.
It's not their bloody names you need to remember. It's the size of their effing
wallets.
wallets.
You remember that actor? What's his name? He said he would throw himself off the top of the opera for you.
Oh, he should have. He was lousy in bed.
Oh, dear. And that other one? You made me screw his pal, remember?
Oh, that was Jose, the little Spanish boy. He came between Jono and Riri the Legionnaire. He really loved me.
Yeah, well, his pal was horrible. Had huge teeth. I thought he was going to bite my face off.
Oh, what about Philippe? He was... Yes? Hello, darling.
Hello, Day.
We're a little hungover, Day. No visitors this evening, I think.
That's all right, Edith. But I picked up the post on my way in, and there are probably one or two that we should look at before I start work. These are fan mail, I would say. I'll deal with them. A couple of bills. Let me check them first, and then I think that's... Oh.
What?
It's the Purge Committee. They've summoned you.
The what?
The Purge Committee for Dramatic, Lyric and Music Performance Professionals.
Give that to me.
And who are they when they're at home? As bad as the Bosch and their propaganda ministerium and their stupid
They're
bloody...
completely mad. Have you read this?
Yes, Edith.
Collaboration. They want to investigate me. What the fuck is going on here? Who's telling them this crap? Who the fuck do they think they are?
I've heard of a few people being brought before committees.
You've heard? And you didn't think to tell me? What is this, Andrée? You want me to go to prison, is that it?
You won't go to prison. You're much too popular for
You
that.
can shut the fuck up. If this has come from anywhere, it's from you. Sneaking around. Who knows what you're up to, for God's sake?
Nothing to do with me, Edith. You're the one who's
You know what they did, don't you? You know what they do to collaborators.
Edith, we knew this might happen.
But not to me.
Yes. To Maurice Chevalier, Charles Trinny.
To Arletty. And she's in prison.
But you won't be put in prison.
Arletty was sleeping with a Nazi. Everybody knew that.
Oh, my God. We went through all of that, and now our own bloody people are turning on us. I'll have no career left. The newspapers will pick it up and there'll be hell to
No.
pay.
No, Edith. I know people. You know people. Come on, we'll work this out. Everything will be all right. I promise you.
I'm exhausted, Dede. Sometimes I think I'm really finished.
I told you! As long as you didn't actually shag a Nazi, you'll be fine.
The Purge Committee for Dramatic, Lyric and Music Performance Professionals is now in session. Edith Giovanna Gassion, that is your real name?
Yes, but I am...
Known as EDITH PIAF. Is that it?
Yes,
It means sparrow. Why are you called Sparrow?
it's what they called me. Lamon Piaf, the little sparrow.
From Belleville, you say?
Yes, I was born there.
And you made your living on the streets from the age of, what?
I was 15, and I made my living singing, but not as a
A
whore.
street performer. And you were discovered by Louis Le Play, yes?
Yes, he was my
Who
mentor.
was later found murdered in strange circumstances. That crime has never been solved, has it?
No, but that had nothing to do with
And
me.
did you or did you not willingly perform for Nazi murderers in Parisian music halls and clubs and elsewhere in France throughout the enemy occupation?
Sure, she sang for the Nazis. Everybody sang for the Nazis. What? You'd rather get shot against the doorway? My sparrow was no heroine. She might have been named after Edith Cavell, but her middle name has always been Survival. Like me. They loved her voice. Couldn't get enough of her. She opened at the ABC in 1942, and I stuck my nose round the curtain before she went on. The audience was awash with uniforms. Wehrmacht green, Gestapo black, Luftwaffe grey. We'd learned to recognise them all right. And the Parisians were there in all their glory. Try and keep them away. But when Edith sang, "Where have they gone, the boys I knew, away to fight the war," we all knew what she meant. I heard her before the show, telling the lighting man to filter the spots blue, white and red and bounce them off the backdrop like a huge flag. She stood in the tricolour lights, wearing them like a cloak. Edith, sticking 2 fingers up at the Bosch.
Madame Piaf, welcome to the Reich Ministry for the Education of the People. Do sit down, Madame. Cigarette?
No, thank you.
I think you know why we asked you to come here, Madame.
No?
Are you cold, Madame? May I call you Edith?
No, I'm not cold. Yes, Edith, if you want.
I was among your audience last night, Edith. I was clapping more loudly than anyone else, probably. I'm a great admirer of your work.
Thank you.
The whole of Paris was there to hear you, Edith. You held the audience in the palm of your little French hand. I want you to be able to continue to do that. Is that what you want, Edith?
Yes, of course.
Tell me about the songs you sing. That one now. The one about the lads who've gone away to war. How does that go on?
What do you mean?
I didn't catch all the words, Edith. People were cheering very loudly when you sang it last night. Recite it, please.
Now?
Yes, if you'd be so kind.
The boys I loved have gone away to fight the bloody war. Marching away at break of day. Singing their songs, playing their drums, and taking our hearts away. Brave boys and loved ones, hurry home. Hurry home, our hearts await you. The boys I loved have gone away to fight the bloody war.
Yes, exactly that. I think, you know, that you must stop singing that particular song, Edith.
No? Why? There's nothing wrong with the song.
I think you know that there is.
It's just a song. It's a very old song. We've sung that for years. Everyone knows that song. It's a tradition.
Well, now you must stop singing it.
But why? Doesn't everyone miss their soldiers when they go away to fight? It doesn't say who they're fighting. People love that song. I can't take it out.
Madame, Edith, there are Gestapo among your audience. The SS are there. I can't allow you to sing a nationalist song and fly the tricolour flag behind you.
You're a soldier. Do you have sons?
Yes, but what's that to do with this?
Are they soldiers?
2 of them are serving the Reich, yes.
And their mothers? And their lovers? Don't they want to see them safe home? Don't they wait for them? Don't they want them safe?
Yes, I suppose they do.
It's a song about soldiers and the women they leave behind them. It's not a nationalist song. It's just a beautiful song.
Yes, it is. But the flag makes it a nationalist song. I can't allow that to happen. You must take out the flag.
I keep the song.
Yes, you can keep the song for now. But be careful, Edith. You must be very careful. I tell you this for your own sake.
I keep the song.
My lieutenant will show you out. Until the next time, Madame. Heil Hitler.
This was part 1 of Was EDITH PIAF a Traitor? Created and produced by Jill Korn. Next part will drop on coming Saturday, 9th July 2022. Till then, stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to Create Your Year Starting Podcast. We'll see you on 9th July.